Hey, Travis here at Exercise Lab with another short for you guys today. So I'm a doctor of physical therapy for those who don't know me. And today I just want to talk to you guys about a pretty cool application, stretching out your pecs using a TRX. It's very commonly told in people in PT clinics to stretch their pecs using a doorway, which is nice because everyone tends to have a doorway. Not everybody has a TRX, but if you do happen to have one of these laying around, I think it is kind of a superior way to stretch the pecs, a little more dynamic. You can really hit the muscles in some different ways. It's tricky to do with a door frame. So if you want to learn what I'm talking about, go ahead and stay tuned and we'll get started. I basically put my hands in these bottom sort of bootstraps here rather than on the handles themselves. And part of the reason is that allows me to relax my hand. When you're gripping intensely, that tends to sometimes activate your rotator cuff. I just want that, to be kind of relaxed so I can get into this stretch a little bit deeper. From there, very much like a door frame, all I would do, and imagine if I had, one hand on the door frame, the difficulty there though is I'm going to be more vertical, whereas here I can leverage my body weight a lot more, which sort of puts my back in a better position. Because again, if I'm in a corner on a door frame, sometimes I have a tendency to want to overarch my back, but here I can just keep neutral pretty easily and just sink right in wherever I want it. And so I feel a nice good stretch kind of across those sort of clavicular portions right now. And again, I can come down a little bit lower, I can go up a little bit higher, and again, I can kind of tailor it wherever I want. I could even drop one foot in front, see if I can kind of guide myself a little more carefully, maybe if I don't want a super deep stretch. But if I do want something a little deeper, again, just kind of come right in there. And depending on, again, how much you want, you can really put some more body weight into it. So I could technically get down lower, although at my angle here, I feel like just leaning forward is really plenty. Because again, as I've spoken to in some other videos, if the stretch gets too intense, sometimes your body will actually fight against it and you don't get what you're looking for out of it. So you want to just position that you can relax into. Ideally, you want to be able to hang out here for at least a good probably 45, 60-second count. Exercise I've shown before is, throw the elbows in there. This is a version where maybe I will put some more body weight into it, very much like how you can do on a bench. And so I'll just kind of drop in there. And so cool ways you can play around with it. Sometimes I'll come in here, say I want to emphasize that right side a little bit more, bring it up where I want it, turn my body away. I could even kind of do sort of an arc or a sweeping type motion if I wanted to do that. So, again, the sky's kind of the limit here. It's just cool how you can make this kind of dynamic. So what I'd like to even do sometimes is I'll put just a really light stretch on myself, and then I'll do kind of what I call swimmers, where I just kind of go stretching here. And again, I'm not going for hypermobility, and I'm not going into super, an extended position. I'm kind of going to where I just feel a little stretch, and then just kind of also checking in, do I feel symmetry as I'm doing this, which is, harder to do with a door frame. If I feel like, oh man, my right side doesn't have that, there's a little stick there, I get a, twinge or something, versus I'm nice and smooth over here, well, maybe that side's a side I want to emphasize a little more or figure out why that might be giving me that issue. So again, it's kind of a cool application for the TRX. So if you happen to have one, I'd encourage you guys to try that. And that's the TRX doorway pec stretch.